Here we are, step 2 on this assignment. Now we have reached a point, we have used these masks to work with our brush set to, let's go back here, there. So you've continued to add some shadowing here. I'm just gonna do one more. So what you've got here is the ability to add some shadows, and you can be sort of kind of loose about it because your brush is not going to, sorry, looks like I'm eroding something there. But at any rate, here is your where you should be at this step, where you've created, using these layers, you can apply shadows and shape to this mushroom. So now check this out. You can hold down the shift key and select both the cap and the stock and go up here to merge layers. And now that gets rid of all the masking and it just creates this mushroom. So now that you've got that, we'll call that mushroom 1. Label our file here, mushroom 1. We want to make another mushroom behind it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here to duplicate layer. I'll call that mushroom 2. Click OK. And now, since I want it to be behind, I'm going to actually put that below that in the stack. And now I'm going to do Command or on a PC, Control T, because remember, I duplicated, so it's right underneath that. And now that I have it kind of slightly behind, maybe I'll kind of tip it. And then if I want to, I can go up here to Transform, and I can go to Warp, and I can change it this way too. And if I want to, I can then go back to the just the move tool. And if I want to, I'm in that layer, I can do Command or on a PC, Control T, and I can just scale it down now too if I want to. And maybe tip it a little bit right here. So now what I've got are 2 mushrooms. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create some texture and background where these mushrooms live. So I'm going to go to my fill layer, just because when I add a layer, I want it to just be right on top of the soil color, and I want it to be below the mushrooms, because now I'm going to go to brushes, quick key B, and I'm going to get, like, say, let's say I'm going to get like maybe a dark color here, just some random dark gray color. And I'm going to go to this custom brush that is available in the assignment. You have to download it. It's called a stipple brush. So now what I've got is a way to add some texture. It's set to 175. You can change this. You can change how it interacts with the layer below. Your new layer by default is normal. But let's change that to multiply, and let's see what happens when we just start adding some soil. Now, the wonderful thing about layers is that you don't have to worry about being neat and moving very delicately around these mushrooms, because it's below the layer. So now I'm just kind of brushing around here to create some texture. You can certainly explore the wonderful aspects of changing colors with this stipple brush. And you can change the way the brush interacts. If you change it to multiply, it's going to interact with the colors there. So there is no one way to do this. It's just the stipple brush is a great way to add some texture to a background. So now that you've got that done, we're just going to make a little vignette around this, which is just like just a soft little shape of this texture around this. The next thing we're going to do is going to add a little shadow. So we see that this cap over here has created a little, like it's like an umbrella, and it's sort of shading the lower part of the stalk. So now I'm going to go back, and I want my regular brush. So let's see. I'm just going to get a soft round brush that is black. I'm going to okay. I want to maybe add a little shadows here. So I'm going to add a layer here. I could add a little shadow. Let me see, that's a little too dark. I'm I'm going to take the opacity way down here. And then if I wanted to, I could add a layer above and take this down a bit. And I want the flow. See what I'm doing? I'm dropping the flow down because I just want a little bit of a shadow there. And maybe a little bit of shadow here. I think even less. I'm going to drop this opacity down here. I want something very, very soft and a low flow too. Changing these settings up here just lets you, it kind of protects you from doing something really aggressive. You can build up through repetition. You have more control of it that way. Okay, so I'm going to stop there. And then the last thing we're going to do is we're going to use a brush to add some grass. And we're going to have this grass growing in front of the mushrooms, and then through the wonder of layers, we can put grass in behind it. So let's first explore adding a layer above all this, and we can, well, that's just the reference image. We won't hide that. So now let's go over here, and we're going to get this brush that is available. It's also included in the assignment, and it's a grass brush. Now this brush has been created so that it actually preserves even a color. But I also want to point out once I use this, because it's set to just work, it's set to have a certain size and a certain color and dynamic. So you can start adding grass. But let's take a look, how is this brush built? If we go here, we see that it has some color dynamics. So the brightness, it has some jitter in it, which means it has a range of brightness. Every time you use it, it will change slightly, and a purity of -7%. All that means is that, like nature, no two blades of grass are usually the same color. So you can add this wonderful grass in your illustration, and you don't have to change the color of your brush. It sort of does this automatically through that specific setting. So now you can add grass. Now if you want to add grass in the background, let's see, we've got our texture there. So let's add the layer right above that. And now we can add grass back here, and it's very easy to do it behind because it's a layer that's existing below the mushroom art. So we can create that. So the assignment is getting you to explore using masks and simple shapes and the warp tool to create these Amanita phalloides. So have fun and explore other objects using these same techniques. Sorry.